Cool. Hi friends, how are you today? I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. My name is Deborah and today is demonstration day. If you're new here, hello. Welcome to Cozy Up with Quiltster, our quilt planner and marketplace tutorial and hangout. A few times per month I like to sit down and talk about what's new in the marketplace, demonstrate the most asked about quilt planner tools, and answer your questions at the same time. If you are a beginner quilter and you want to learn the most efficient and fun way to plan your projects, or if you're an experienced quilter and you just want to take your quilt planning to the next level, then make sure to subscribe at quiltster.com to access the Quilt Planner, which I will be demonstrating today. And that is where you can choose fabric for pre-designed patterns to see the look of your finished quilt before buying supplies. Memberships are $9.99 per month or $99 per year, which gives you essentially 2 months free. So that's the best offer if you do a lot of quilt planning. Let's see, stay tuned for a coupon code at the end of the video because I will give you a discount if you have not ever tried Quiltster and you want to try the Quilt Planner. I'll give you a coupon at the end and I'll type that down in the comments. Today we are going to do something special. We are going to announce the winners of the Quilt Planner Challenge. I'm going to go ahead and talk about what's new in the marketplace first. Then we're going to announce the Quilt Planner Challenge winners, and I'm going to spin the wheel live right here with you guys. And then we are going to do a quick quilt planner demonstration. Let's see how far we get, how much time we have. It's my fault that we're a little late, so we'll go a little over. So let's get started. The first thing in the marketplace. You do not have to be a member in order to shop in our marketplace. So as you can see, I am not logged in, and we offer kits, patterns, and fabric that are sold by quilt shops across the country. So Quiltster is just an avenue for small to medium-sized quilt shops to get additional exposure, where they can offer you guys some really exclusive, unique, and fun quilts in our marketplace. So if you're looking for a new project for the holidays, or if you just like looking at fabric and quilts like most of us do, pop in here. Every day we have new quilts from all of the shops. So if you're wondering who is shipping you items from the marketplace, you can come down here to Quilt Shops, and it has a list of everybody that we have quilt kits from, and you can see who is selling the item that you're looking at right here underneath the product listing. And then of course you can click into the quilt to find out more details. Now, something that I wanted to point out that we do get questions about when you're shopping for kits, some of the kits come in different variations. So if you already own the pattern and you're just looking for the fabric, you're going to want to get the fabric only kit, and there's a price for that. If you do not have the pattern and you would like the pattern and the fabric, there is a kit with pattern option, and it tells you if backing and binding is included. It tells you everything that's included in this little description here, and then you would add that to your shopping cart and follow through with purchase. So I just wanted to say keep an eye out for that. Some of them even have a kit with replacement papers option. So if you've already made the quilt and you just need the replacement papers, there's an option for that and it just really depends on who's selling it and what they have to offer. So take a look in here. Let's take a quick peek. We've got some really fun ones from Quiltworks in here that have just been posted. We've got Stitch and Snip, this 4th of July pattern, which is a newer and popular pattern from Quiltworks. Let's see, Pine Needles Quilt and Sew. There we go. Look at this lovely one, a great winter quilt. So take a look in here, see what's new, pick up the quilt kits that you like. How about the papers only? Yes, Gloria. Well, for kits, some of the kits will have an option for a kit with replacement papers. If you need just the replacement papers, you do have to go to the designer's website for that. We are planning on putting them in Quiltster, but we do not have them currently. So For example, if you need Quiltworks replacement papers, you would need to go to quiltworks.com and purchase them there separately. This is the gallery. This is where Quiltster members have shared projects that they've created. Wow, look at this one from Leah. Leah? Oh, it's actually, that's the name of it. The person that made it is Michelle F. But beautiful. What a nice vintage Christmas colorway. I really like that. I'm really liking that. You can see, get inspiration from, see what other people have done, see what other colors people have used, and just kind of take a look. If you are actually creating, let's see, let's look at Fire Island Hosta just because it's right there looking at me. So I'm actually going to type it in here. If you're about to make the Fire Island Hosta and you just need some colorway inspiration, you can sort the gallery and see what other people have done. This is a really great way to stay inspired. And, ooh, I like that. It's called another one. I really like being able to do that. So take a look in the gallery. Let's get over, and you can see the Halloween Quilt Planner Challenge projects are in here too. Here's one, which I think is great. So let's actually take a look at the Quilt Planner projects. I'm going to pull them up. Give me one quick second. In our Facebook page at facebook.com/thequiltster, if you go to photos, there is an album called Quilt Planner Challenge Halloween 2021, and if you click that open, you can see all of the entries. So this is one from Erin M. This is another entry from Peggy S. And if you want to look at the Quiltster page, you can click on these links to go to Quiltster. This one is from Barbara B. And this colorway is the vintage Halloween color palette, which I'm really excited that somebody did. And then we have this one here from Janice D, the spooky Halloween colorway. This is also the spooky Halloween colorway from Mona B. Every contest, Mona, you enter, and I appreciate that. This is an entry from Carrie D. We have a classic Halloween colorway here. Another classic Halloween colorway from Dina B. And I think, yep, and one more from Elsa N. Another classic Halloween colorway. I really love the use of the color palettes that you guys did. So thank you to all you who have entered the Quilt Planner Challenge. Let's choose a winner. So let's go over here to our little handy dandy wheel spinner. I hope you guys can all see this. And I am going to spin the wheel. I'm waiting for Facebook to catch up. All right, here we go. We have Carrie, Mona, Janice, Erin, Barbara, Dina, Peggy, and Elsa. And I'm going to spin the wheel to pick our first winner of $25 subscription credit. Goes to Carrie Douglas. Let me write that down. Carrie, you win a $25 subscription credit. And let's go ahead and spin again for the second one. Barbara B. All right. Barbara B, you win a $25 subscription credit. And let me just remind myself what I promised everyone. Let's go to the blog. I think I'm pulling 2 of those. 2, yes. And then 3 people will win a $5 subscription coupon. So let's pick the next 3. Janice. Woohoo! All right. And the second $5, and you guys can only win once, so if somebody wins twice, we will skip it, but let's go ahead and see. so close. Peggy, another $5 subscription credit. Congratulations. And last but not least, one more $5 subscription credit goes to Dina. We got no duplicates. Excellent. All right, congratulations, you guys. Woo! I will put the subscription credits on your accounts and then email you with the confirmation, so you have that information and you will be able to see that when you on your account page when you log in. Your upcoming invoice will have that on it. Great job, guys. All right, so we have those winners. I did want to add on another layer of voting for your favorite projects. So if you guys could all go to Facebook, go to the photo album, and inside there, just if you'll click like on your favorite, I think for another week we'll have who gets the most likes, and that person will also get a $5 credit on their account. Just to keep it going, you know, why not? So go ahead and do that, and I will post about that to remind everybody to do so. But I'd love to know what your favorite one was, and I would love to also know if you want to do a Thanksgiving one. If not, I think I'm going to do Christmas one. Everybody loves Christmas, and I will choose some color palettes for that, which I'm really excited about. So thank you guys. Karen says, hooray for all the entrants and the winners. I sat here with a bowl of popcorn watching. Excellent. Always have snacks. Let's go ahead and log in. And let's take a look at the Quilt Planner. All right, once you're logged in, you will have a slightly different dashboard because it will pull in all of your recent projects. You will have the new project button, and then everything else will be the same. Karen has a question. I've had several people ask about how to upload their own fabrics. Do you have time to show that today? Absolutely. I'm first going to show under tutorials. There you can see these two little blue buttons. That means there's more. So if you toggle over here, there's some more. And then if you want to view all the tutorials, this will take you over to our blog, where I have written instructions as well as created video instructions. I will demonstrate it today, but I want to point this out to everybody too. Building your fabric stash is a category on our blog. You can also get there just by going to blog, which is the easiest, but sometimes people miss that, so it's on the dashboard as well. How to upload fabric from a smartphone, or just how to upload fabric in general. This is a great blog. And then tips for uploading fabric. These two are going to be your go-tos for uploading fabric. So this one here just talks about you need to take a picture, crop the picture, save it to your computer, and then upload it. And there's a video showing how to do that here. So this video you can pause it and go back, which is nice. The other blog post is tips for uploading fabric. There's 3 main ways to get a photo to put into Quiltster. One is take a picture of the fabric. The other one is scan the fabric, which should be in here. Yep, method 2. And the third one is just go find an image somewhere online that is already ready to be put in. So I will go over that right now, but I just wanted to point those 2 blog posts out because all the information I'm going to talk about, if you don't remember, it's in those 2 posts. So to upload fabric, you will need to log in first because that is a membership feature, and go to your dashboard, which is the Quilt Planner here. And then you can just go to the fabric stash. And then on the fabric stash, and you can do this from your phone too. And if you do this from your phone, it's really easy because you can take a picture and upload it all on the same device. If you are doing this on a computer, desktop, a laptop, you would have to get the photo to that device somehow, whether you email it to yourself and then save it, or if you save it to your desktop, but it needs to be on there somewhere. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm on my laptop, so I'm gonna create a new fabric. And the first step is to choose an image, and I just need to browse my computer to find an image. How about this one here? So I have these photos on my desktop. So I've already taken the time to get the image here. And I will go through editing in a minute. I'm just showing you how to simply upload it. So I'm gonna choose that fabric, it's highlighted, I'm gonna open, and now it's here, okay? Then I need to add the SKU. The SKU is required. If you know the SKU, I recommend putting in the real SKU. If you don't, that's okay. This is just for you. You are the only one who's going to see and access this fabric. So you could literally say something like front hall closet blueberries. You know, it's not for anyone else. Now the swatch size, this is important. What you're telling Quiltster is how to render the fabric in the program. So if I'm looking at, this is 8 inches long by 8 inches wide, then I'm gonna say 8. And there's little helper text down here that tells you exactly that. Please enter the estimated square inches of your swatch. Example, for a 10 by 10 square, simply enter 10. And what that tells Quiltster is how to scale the fabric once it's in the Quilt Planner. And that's really important for fabric that has patterns and designs on it like this one, because they could be too big or too small and then it won't look real. So you want to have an idea and get as close as you can, make your best guess if you don't have a ruler, of how many inches this is, okay? And then just say upload. And then wait patiently and Quiltster will load it into your fabrics. Now if you'll notice, it has now moved me into my fabrics and my fabrics, because my fabrics under the mine, I'm still in the fabric stash, okay? Quilt Planner, fabric stash, there it is, mine and my fabrics. My fabrics is all the fabric that I have personally loaded into my Quiltster account. So that is where you would go for all your loaded fabric. And you can see there it is right there. If you need to edit it, once it's there, you can click the pencil, change the SKU. Let's say you found out what the real SKU was, okay? Or you messed up the swatch size, it's actually 9 inches. Update fabric. And then it will update that for you. Now this is not a 9-inch fabric, I'm just showing you that. You can also delete it from here if you decide you no longer need it, okay? I'm actually gonna put that back just because I know that it's 8 inches. Okay, so that's how you load it into your account. And again, you're the only one who can see and use that. Well, I can see it, but that's because I'm admin, but nobody else will be able to see it. What I also want to point out is how to get the image. So like I said in this blog post, there are several ways. You just basically need to either take a picture, and if you're going to take a picture, you need to make sure that the fabric is ironed and it is flat, because any wrinkles will show in your project and it repeats, so there'll be a wrinkle everywhere. No threads, no kitty cat fur, no shadows, that's a big one. But make sure it's nice and flat. I recommend, if you're taking the picture of the fabric, that you hang it on a wall, because that is going to be your best lighting. Where you hang it on the wall in your house is really dependent on your house, where your windows are. I have a window over here. You can probably see the light coming from this direction. So which wall, which time of day, which room, all of that is going to be unique to you. So you're going to need to play around with that. But when you find that sweet spot and that time of day, oh, it's the best, because you know that's when you can take all the best photos, that they're going to come out great. Make sure that there are no edges, meaning the fabric needs to fill the whole camera screen. There shouldn't be anything else in there. No rulers, no edges, no hems, no labels, nothing. Just the fabric filling your entire camera screen, and then you take the picture. Another thing that I do recommend is, if you're hanging it on a wall like this, hang a tape measure next to it. Don't get the tape measure in the picture, but then you can kind of use that as a guide as you're taking the picture, and you'll have an idea, oh, that's about an 8-inch square. If you have an iPhone, there is a setting on your camera where you can set it to a square, so it will take the picture as a perfect square, because that is what you need when you upload it into Quiltster. It needs to be a perfect square. If it is not a perfect square, Quiltster will squish it and it will distort the fabric design if it has a pattern on it or something. So I don't know if other phones have that. I have an iPhone, that's why I know that. But if you haven't, I don't know if that has that on Android. If somebody knows, let me know. But you or you might be able to crop it. I know a lot of phones have, you can crop it into a square and then send it to yourself and upload that one. So that might be the easiest way to crop. If you don't have that kind of thing on your phone and you're just taking pictures, send it to yourself on your desktop. And most operating systems have a cropping or snipping tool that you can use to crop into a perfect square that's right on your device. And then there's also more advanced tools like Photoshop or PicMonkey, and there's free ones online too. So if anybody has any trouble with that, let me know and I can help you find the best and easiest way to do that for yourself. But you can scan the image. Scanning really does give a great, most of the fabric that we get from the fabric manufacturers is scanned fabric that they do themselves, and then they send it to us, and that's what you see that's preloaded in the fabric stash. But if you have a scanner, I would give that a shot. And again, make sure you know how much the scale, but you're probably going to get a really good image that way. The last resort, if you don't have the fabric with you and we don't have it in Quiltster, you're going to want to look for an image online and save the image from another website. I would check the manufacturer's website first, see if you can find it, or maybe you're shopping online and you're already at your local quilt shop's online fabric store and you're looking for fabric. Save out that image. Make sure you crop out any logos, or a lot of people have rulers on the image. Crop that out. And then you can just save that to your computer and upload it, and then you don't even have to take a picture, which is the best. If you can avoid taking the picture, usually somebody else will have it online if you know the SKU. So I talk about that in here as well, and then you could just ready to upload it. There is a video tutorial at the bottom of this blog that shows everything that I just talked about. So again, those 2 blog posts are going to be your best bet. And again, those are called How to Upload Fabric and Tips for Uploading Fabric. Okay, I hope that helped, Karen. Karen says the blog posts are fantastic and super helpful. Thanks for those. You're welcome. I worked really hard on those. So if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out. I'm more than happy to do a one-on-one demonstration if anybody is struggling with that. My favorites is a little different. My favorites is anything that you have. I'm going to click this little heart here on this first fabric from Maywood Studio. And then if I go to my favorites, it has everything that I have favorited. So you'll see them all here. And where is that one? Oh, there it is. There it is right there. Okay? And if you want to remove any from your favorites, you simply unclick it. And then when you refresh or leave and come back to mine, that is gone. And feel free to reach out. You can all email me at info@quiltster.com. I try to clear those out every day, or on the Facebook group called Quiltster Support Network. I answer there, but we have a great community of people in there who give tips, help out, answer questions, things like that. So you can always post in there as well. Great question. Thank you. All right, so let's go ahead and do a quick little project. Let's go to my projects. Let's create a new project. And let's use, what should we use? Some great ones in here. Let's take a look at Jackie Kunkel. Oh, I will have some more from Jackie soon as well for the Quilt Planner. and probably the marketplace as well. So I will announce those when those come. I really love this one. Let's customize Dreamweaver. Let's do this one and give it a name. And I'm going to use the fabric that I just put in so you can see that as well. And this takes you right into the Quilt Planner, and this is the project editor screen. So let's go ahead and select this pattern. So when I click on it, the entire pattern highlights. So I'm going to click edit. And let's go filters, my fabrics. And I'm going to go ahead and pop in the one that I just added so you can see what it looks like inside of your project. And I don't know if you guys know this, but if you scroll up, it enlarges the pattern. If you scroll down, it gets smaller. And you can do that in both screens, in this screen and in the block editor screen. So if you really like these little tiny bits here, you can zoom in and take a look at those. Let's talk about different ways to use the fabric stash in here. The first thing to notice is if this is a project that you think you might want to purchase through Quiltster.com, make sure to toggle over to products I can buy, and that will filter out anything in the fabric stash that is not for sale. Because we have thousands of fabrics in there that are not yet for sale. Again, everything that is for sale through Quiltster.com is supplied by our quilt shop partners. So if you go to Marketplace Fabrics, those are all the fabrics that are for sale that you can use in your projects to test it out. So you can just toggle over here and that will help you so you don't have to worry about it. And now all of these filters have changed to only be the purchasable items, and it just displays down here. So let's go ahead and add a layer of filtering. So I have products I can buy. Let's add a layer of filtering and just do filtering and just do colors. So let's go with this color. So I'm only looking for this kind of blue in products I can buy, and it gives me these options. So I have plenty of options to play with. I'm going to go ahead and throw in one over here, and I don't know, over here just for fun. There we go. I'll probably change those, and then you can save it, see what it looks like, and let's go and continue editing. I'm going to clear that blue. I'm also going to clear all my filters. Every time you clear all filters, you will need to re-click the products I can buy. If you're not thinking you're going to buy and you're just coloring, maybe you're using your own fabrics, maybe you're just playing with a quilt planner to kind of get an idea of the colorway, you don't have to toggle that on. You can access our whole fabric stash. And I will show you what that looks like too. So let's go ahead and just throw some fabric in here. All right, some blue in there. And then what you've got, throw some elephants in there. Oh, how cute are those elephants? Okay. Just for fun. Okay, you can see I've missed 4 spots. So if you go to the details button here, it'll tell you how much of your project is complete. So the quilt top, which is what we're looking at, that's what you see when you're using Quiltster, is 69% complete. That means I've missed some. So if you can't really see it and you're like, oh, where's the fabric I missed? You have to re-edit the project and come up here to fabrics and block, and you can see these empty blocks. So I'm going to click on C9 and then add a fabric. I'm going to click on C11 and you can see it adding in there. I'm going to add a fabric. I'm just adding colors so you can see what I'm pointing to. C12, let's do this lighter yellow, and C13, let's do this lighter purple, so you can see exactly where that dropped into the project. Okay? Once you have your quilt completely colored, there's several things you can do. If you're just planning out your colors, obviously we don't, this is not a colorway that we would work with. But if you're planning it out, you can now go in and replace, so yep, I like those colors, but I want to change the fabric. So maybe I'm going to go in and replace it with another fabric. You know, depending on what it is you want to do. Or you can, I'm just going to color those differently right quick. Or you can move forward to the next step, which would be looking at your yardage chart. This is a really handy thing to do. Also uploading your own fabric. If you're in a quilt shop, your local quilt shop, wherever you like to buy fabric, and you see a fabric that you want to use in your project, but you don't have it and you want to try it out in Quiltster first, the first thing I would do is search for it. And you can do that in the main fabric stash, or you can do that right from here. There's a search button. And let's say the color is called Cayenne. That's the SKU. I'm going to pop it in here and hit enter. And then it's going to offer me, now I have this toggle to products I can buy. If I'm not worried about that because I'm trying to, if I'm looking at it in a quilt shop, I can untoggle this. And now I've got all of these different Cayennes. Now I'm on a desktop, so I can hover over this and it's going to give me the company, the collection, and the SKU. So I can find the exact SKU. In the main fabric stash, which I will go to over here, it'll have the SKU displayed on the screen. So if you're searching for Cayenne on your phone, you'll see, or your tablet, you'll see all of the details here. So you can find the exact one you want, click favorite, and then when you go into the Quilt Planner, it'll be there as your favorite. So you can do that as well. If it's not in Quiltster, then you would take a picture of it and upload it. I would take a picture of the SKU too, because when you get home, you might want to do a Google search for that SKU and get a better picture if your picture didn't come out too well. It might from your phone, but I know some shops have different lighting and there's, it might be hard. So that would be my tip for Quiltstering while you shop, which I highly recommend. It's going to save you so much grief because you'll be able to see everything exactly how it looks. And then what you can do is email or print out and bring your yardage chart to the cutting table and say, this is what I need, because you've already shopped their store. You know that it is there. You've taken the picture or you found it online. You used it in your project and now you know exactly how much you need. And then they can cut this for you right then and there. And then you have a picture of your project too, which is kind of cool to see. So let me know if you have any questions about that. That is one way that I highly recommend using Quiltster. And let's go to the yardage chart. It'll tell you if the fabric is purchasable through Quiltster.com, because there'll be a little green shopping cart there for you to see. If you see that, you know that you can buy it. If there is no shopping cart, like this one doesn't have one, but I know that because it's in my fabrics, it will not be there. This is also where you add backing and binding, guys. If you just need to know how much, it will be displayed there for you once you add those to the project. Which is also important if you're buying it through Quiltster.com. You want to make sure you have your backing and binding added and the little green shopping carts there. And then you can add it to your cart and move through the purchase. Again, in the Quilt Planner, My Projects, this is a hub of all of the projects that you have created. This is where you will find anything that is in progress or any projects you've created in Quiltster. And you can just click on them to go back to them to start coloring again. If you want to delete something, you can, all of these projects have a little 3-dot menu. Just click the 3 dots and click delete. It will ask you if you are sure, and if you say delete project now, that project is deleted and gone, and we won't be able to recover it either. That is just deleted, gone. So, but it's nice because then you can clean up your board with projects that you decided that you didn't want to do, or projects that you decided you want to keep. I think that's everything for today. I want to say congratulations again to everybody who won. We have Carrie and Barbara won the $25 subscription credit to the Quilt Planner Challenge, which was on our blog. And then we have Janice, Peggy, and Dina, who won the $5 subscription credits for their contributions. Please remember to go to our Facebook page and go to the Quilt Planner Challenge. Go to the Quilt Planner Challenge album and like your favorite entry, and we'll give another prize next week to whoever has the most likes there. And if you are watching this either live or on the replay and you have never tried Quiltster and you would like to try Quiltster, you can do so. I'm going to put a coupon code, Quiltster5. When you subscribe on step 3 in your billing information, there's a coupon code field. Type in Quiltster5, that is Quiltster with the number 5 at the end, and it will give you $5 off your first invoice. So if you tried the monthly plan, it would be $5 off of $9.99. If you try the annual plan, it will be $5 off of $99 for the first invoice. And I've put that in the comments now. Go ahead and give that a try. Feel free to reach out with any questions. I encourage you to join the Quiltster Support Network as well. Our next tutorial will be next Wednesday at 12 p.m. Pacific time, and that event is on our Facebook events, so you can go there to learn more about that one and what we're going to be talking about. But have a great rest of your day, everyone. And remember, every quilt tells a story, and the best ones begin with Quiltster. Thanks, and we'll see you next week.